What if the Marvel Cinematic Universe just dropped the biggest clue about its next major villain and we all missed it? Picture this. The chaotic, bloody, and hilarious Deadpool and Wolverine isn't just a love letter to the Fox X-Men universe. It's a secret blueprint for the MCU's future. Specifically, it's setting up Dr. Doom as the ultimate multiverse saga villain, emerging straight from the void to dominate the main MCU universe in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. And why is the Void the perfect origin point for Victor Von Doom to enter to the main universe? Today, we're diving deep into a theory that connects Deadpool and Wolverine to Dr. Doom's grand entrance. How does Wolverine's dark universe set the stage for RDJ's villainous comeback? And what does the concept of anchor beings mean for the fate of Earth 616? Stick around as we unpack these questions and more, piecing together clues from Deadpool and Wolverine, Marvel Comics, and insider leaks. Are you ready to see how the MCU is pulling off its boldest move yet? First, let's talk about the Void. If you watch Deadpool and Wolverine, you know this isn't just a random wasteland. It's a multiversal dumping ground where the Time Variance Authority, TVA, sends pruned characters and timelines to be erased by Alioth, that giant purple cloud monster from Loki. We saw it in Loki Season 1, and Deadpool and Wolverine doubles down, showing the Void as a graveyard for Fox-era Marvel characters like Sabretooth, Pyro, and even a zombified Ant-Man corpse. But why does this matter for Dr. Doom? The Void is the perfect place for a villain like Doom to rise. In the comics, Victor Von Doom is a genius who thrives in chaos, building empires from scraps. The Void, with its discarded realities and forgotten heroes, is his ideal playground. Deadpool and Wolverine subtly teases this with a cloaked, masked figure at the 148 mark of the trailer, standing on a machine in a wasteland. Fans speculated this was Doom, and while the movie doesn't confirm it, the imagery screams his vibe: green cloak, metallic mask, and a knack for cobbling together tech in a desolate hellscape. Could this have been a variant of Doom stranded in the Void, biding his time? Think about it. Doom's comic history shows him adapting to any environment. In Wastelanders, Dr. Doom, he roams a post-apocalyptic world, still rocking his signature armor. If the MCU's Doom is trapped in the Void, he's not just surviving, he's scheming. The Void's lawlessness lets him experiment with tech and magic, free from heroes like the Avengers or Fantastic Four. And with the TVA distracted by multiversal chaos, who's stopping him? Why would Marvel tease Doom here? For one, Deadpool and Wolverine is a multiversal mashup, pulling from Fox's X-Men and Fantastic Four universes. Doom, as the Fantastic Four's archenemy, fits right in. The trailer also name-drops the TVA and Cassandra Nova, a villain tied to the X-Men, hinting at a broader multiversal threat. If Doom was in the Void, he could have been working with or against Nova, using her chaos as cover to build his own plans. Here's where it gets wild. The trailer's Secret Wars #5 comic, written by Jonathan Hickman, features Doom as a god emperor who rebuilds the multiverse into Battleworld. Coincidence? I don't think so. Marvel announced a new Doom comic by Hickman just before the trailer dropped, suggesting they're hyping Doom's MCU debut. This trailer moment isn't just fan service, it's a signal that Doom's Void origins are tied to his bigger role in Avengers Doomsday. Now let's connect the dots to Wolverine's universe. In Deadpool and Wolverine, we meet a new Logan variant, played by Hugh Jackman, who's a broken, guilt-ridden drunk. His universe is a dark, twisted version of the Fox X-Men world, where the X-Men were slaughtered by humans while Logan was off getting wasted. This paints a grim picture, a world without heroes ripe for a villain to take over. Enter Dr. Doom. A fan theory on Reddit by user RT337, backed by articles from Screen Rant and Comic Basics, suggests RDJ's Dr. Doom rules this worst Wolverine universe. Here's why it makes sense. With the X-Men gone and Logan wallowing in despair, there's no one to oppose a genius like Doom. In the comics, Doom seizes power in Latveria by exploiting weak leadership. A hero-less universe is his dream scenario. The theory goes further, proposing Doom as a twisted Tony Stark variant from this universe, explaining RDJ's casting. While Kevin Feige insists Doom isn't a Stark clone, the visual parallel, RDJ's face as a villain, feels too perfect to ignore. This universe's darkness mirrors Doom's psyche. Victor Von Doom is driven by loss and ambition, much like this Wolverine, who failed his team. If Doom hails from this world, he could have risen to power after the X-Men fell, using his intellect to dominate. But why leave for the Void? Maybe he was pruned by the TVA for meddling with timelines, or he fled to the Void to harness its multiversal scraps for his grand plan, invading Earth 616, the MCU's main universe. Deadpool and Wolverine introduces a game-changing concept, anchor beings. According to TVA agent Paradox, every universe has an anchor being whose existence keeps it stable. In Deadpool's universe, it's Logan, and his death in Logan dooms the timeline to decay. Deadpool's mission is to find a new Wolverine to save his world, but this idea has huge implications for Dr. Doom. In the comics, Secret Wars 2015 features Molecule Men as universe-destroying bombs. Deadpool and Wolverine seems to adapt this with anchor beings, suggesting Doom could weaponize them. Imagine Doom, fresh from the Void, identifying and eliminating anchor beings to collapse universes, harvesting their energy to create his own reality, like Battleworld. A Reddit post by Signal Expression 730 theorizes Doom might use anchor beings as bombs, similar to how he used Molecule Men to defeat the Beyonders. This would make him a multiversal threat on par with Thanos or Kang. If Doom rules Wolverine's universe, he might have already experimented with its anchor, Logan. By letting Logan spiral into failure, Doom could have weakened the universe, paving the way for his takeover. Now in the Void, he's gathering resources to target Earth 616's anchor. Who could that be? Tony Stark? Steve Rogers? The absence of these heroes post-Endgame leaves the MCU vulnerable, and Doom, with his scientific and mystical genius, is poised to exploit it. So how does Doom go from the Void to the main MCU universe? Deadpool and Wolverine sets the stage with its multiversal mechanics. The TVA's pruning tech and the Void's connection to Alioth suggest pathways between realities. Doom, a master of tech and magic, could hack TVA systems or use Void artifacts to escape. The movie's sling ring portals tied to Doctor Strange hint at mystical travel, and Doom's comic history includes dimension-hopping devices. Once in Earth 616, Doom's goal aligns with his comic roots, total control. Avengers Doomsday is set to feature him as the main villain, replacing Kang. Screen Crush theorizes the Void becomes Battleworld in Secret Wars, with Doom as its God Emperor. His familiarity with RDJ's Tony Stark face could psychologically unsettle the Avengers, giving him a strategic edge. Plus, Deadpool and Wolverine's success, grossing over $1 billion, proves Marvel can blend Fox and MCU characters, setting up Doom to unite these universes under his rule. The Fantastic Four's 2025 reboot adds another layer. Doom's rivalry with Reed Richards is legendary, and Deadpool and Wolverine's Johnny Storm cameo, Chris Evans, confirms Fox's Fantastic Four exists in the multiverse. Doom could target Reed's multiversal knowledge to solidify his power, setting up a clash in Doomsday or Secret Wars. Let's address the elephant in the room, Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. Announced at San Diego Comic-Con 2024, this casting shocked fans. RDJ, who played Tony Stark for 11 years, returning as a villain? It's bold, but Deadpool and Wolverine lays the groundwork. The movie's Johnny Storm effect shows characters like Chris Evans playing different roles, Johnny not Cap, suggesting RDJ's Doom could be a Stark variant or a distinct Victor Von Doom. Gizmodo's theory posits Doom as a worse Tony Stark from Wolverine's universe, corrupted by failure. While Feige insists Doom is the classic Latverian tyrant, RDJ himself said, "Let's get Victor Von Doom right," hinting at a faithful adaptation. Still, the Stark parallel feels intentional. In comics, Doom and Stark are rival geniuses, and Deadpool and Wolverine's meta-humor, like Deadpool joking about Disney's Fox merger, could lampshade RDJ's dual role. This casting also ties to the Void. If Doom was pruned as a Stark variant, he could have reinvented himself as the armored despot we know, blending Tony's tech with Victor's ruthlessness. His arrival in Earth 616 would be a gut punch to heroes who mourn Tony, making Doom's invasion personal. Skeptics might argue there's no concrete proof Doom was in Deadpool and Wolverine. The cloak figure could be a random wasteland survivor, and the Secret Wars No. 5 Easter egg might just be Deadpool's fourth wall gag. Plus, Marvel's focus on Cassandra Nova as the main villain could mean Doom's role is overstated. Fair points, but let's counter them. First, Marvel's history of subtle teases, like Thanos in Avengers 2012, suggests the cloaked figure is more than meets the eye. Second, the Secret Wars comic isn't random. It's a direct nod to Doom's biggest story, and Hickman's involvement in new Doom comics ties it to the MCU's plans. Finally, Nova's role doesn't negate Doom's presence. She could be a distraction while Doom works in the shadows, a classic tactic for the Latverian mastermind. The anchor being concept and Wolverine's universe further solidify this theory. They provide a narrative framework for Doom's rise, grounded in Deadpool and Wolverine's plot. Even if Doom wasn't physically in the movie, its themes of multiversal decay and redemption set up his perfect entry point. Deadpool and Wolverine isn't just a box office juggernaut, it's a multiversal chessboard where Dr. Doom is making his opening move. From the Void's chaotic potential to Wolverine's broken universe, the clues point to Victor Von Doom, played by RDJ, emerging as the MCU's next big bad. The trailer's cloaked figure, the Secret Wars Easter egg, and the anchor being concept all weave a narrative that positions Doom to escape the Void and invade Earth 616 in Avengers Doomsday. Whether he's a twisted Tony Stark or the classic Latverian tyrant, one thing's clear: Marvel is betting big on Doom to redefine the multiverse saga. What do you think? Is Dr. Doom already lurking in the Void, or is Marvel saving his debut for later? Drop your theories in the comments and let's keep this discussion alive. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more MCU theories. Share this video with your Marvel-loving friends, and let's figure out how Doom will shake up the multiverse together. Until next time, stay curious and keep theorizing.